Hi, my name is Kaylee. Hi, my name is Molly. And today we're going to make soft pretzels.
All right, we are going to start with 4 cups of all-purpose flour. We are going to add a ½ teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of regular sugar, 1½ cups of warm water. Now, this water, you want it to be finger warm, but not hot at all, because all we're going to do, we need it to be warm enough to help the yeast, but we don't want it to be so hot that it actually cooks the yeast. And we also need little hands to be able to use it.
And I can eat mine.
And 1 packet of active dry yeast, which is about 2½ teaspoons of yeast if you are using a larger container. And then your kids have fun. Let them get their hands dirty. Let them go to town and mix it up and enjoy it. You're gonna want to knead it, work it together for about 5 to 7 minutes. With little hands, it's going to take a little bit longer because they may not be quite as good at it yet, but this is wonderful for those.
So, Molly, you're good at it. I am too.
Yes, you are. This is wonderful for making those little hands stronger and learning how to use your fingers and just playing. So this is a fun recipe.
Yeah, and I even love these. And gonna let the chefs eat it too.
Yeah, that's the fun part.
Yeah.
So once we have our dough to the point where it's really not sticking to the bowl anymore, you can see that it's all come apart, we are going to turn it out onto our work surface. And that just means that we're going to put it on the work surface. I also recommend doing a light dusting of flour down here just to help keep it from sticking.
Ah, I'm stuck. I'm getting stuck.
Yep, that happens.
So stuck. This is one.
You're gonna turn it over sometimes so those sticky surfaces get new flour worked into them.
That's funny. I want to try that. It's like playing with Play-Doh.
It's eating you! Oh no!
And I'm getting stuck. You too, Kaylee. It's eating you. Oh no! You were so right. This is so fun.
We're gonna have to cook you in it. I'm not sure if we can get you back out. We'll just have to put you guys in the oven. There we go. Okay. Now, once you can form it into a ball, so it's not really sticking to the counter very much anymore, you still are gonna have sticky kids, and that's okay. We're gonna dust our work surface a little more. You don't want to go too crazy at this point because all of this flour is probably going to be absorbed into your work, and if you get too much, you're going to end up with dry dough. So we want just enough that we can handle our dough. So just put your hands down in there. That's going to kind of make your hands so that they won't stick so much anymore. And then we're just going to peel off a chunk, whatever amount you want. And you're gonna make it into a shape. Now, these are gonna puff up in the oven, so you don't want your shape to be too fat. Don't make it look the way you want it to be in the end. You wanna make it a little smaller so that it can puff up. And I'm just gonna make mine into a snake, just like you would. If your kids love Play-Doh, they are going to love this. Some kids don't like to get their hands super sticky, so if you get it to this point, most kids will play with it and have fun with this. So even if you have a kiddo who doesn't like to get dirty, get them to this point, flour their hands, and let them have fun making whatever they want. So Kaylee and I really quick are gonna make a classic. So to make a classic pretzel, you're gonna take it, make it, like I said, narrower than you are going to want it to be, and cross it over, turn again, and then pick this part up and put it across your loop. And you will end up with what looks like a classic pretzel. And then you would just set that aside. Once you have your design, set it aside, finish up all your dough, and then we'll see what happens at the end. So now, Kaylee, you want to make a dinosaur? What kind of dinosaur do you want to make?
T-Rex.
A T-Rex, okay. A little bit of these here. I'm going to do it just like we do with the Play-Doh, okay? I'm going to take this, make a smaller chunk up here for the neck. So I'm going to roll this until I have a neck. And there's the head. Now it's going to have to be flat because everything is going to be laying on a pan. So it can't stand up right now. There's a leg. I'm just going to pinch out a little arm, just like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a T-Rex. I'm
Pull
gonna
out
make a princess.
a table. And then you just kind of set it aside while you make some more. So here's some more for you to play with. And you can do so much with this. I'm going to take a cheese stick here, make 2 pieces like that. I'm going to wrap my cheese around this. I'm going to end up with a cheese-filled pretzel. Do you want to start making the crown?
Here we go.
Okay. So let's make a nice crown shape.
Yeah, I can't wait to eat my crown. I can't wait to eat my dinosaur. And I can't wait to share it with you. You have to do it like this. Like this. Okay. Got it.
You can top with cheddar cheese, you can top with Parmesan, you can top with, oh, let's say some cinnamon and sugar.
I get some cinnamon. I got some cinnamon. Best day ever.
One for you,
Okay.
one for you. You're gonna dip into some beaten egg and you're just going to paint the tops of all of your pretzels really well. And this is going to create a kind of a browning effect that you otherwise won't get because we are not going to boil these. With little bitty kids, I don't recommend necessarily the boiling part. Doing some this way, especially when they're little, is a great idea. Really what you're going to kind of end up with is a soft roll, and kids love them. Once you have your egg wash on, and you want to make sure you egg them pretty well, you're just going to sprinkle on a little more of your toppings. Looks like our girls are going for a lot of cinnamon and sugar here. You certainly can put, like if you wanted to use chocolate chips to make eyes, if you wanted to make candied fruits or raisins to make decorations.
I can use chocolate chips as chips. Is it okay if I taste one?
Yes. How about you, Kaylee? Do you need to taste one?
Mmm, yum. I do need to taste one.
I'm going to do these the classic way of doing this pretzel.
Baby one.
Okay. And that is by boiling. So what I'm going to do is put it in a pot that is actually almost boiling. It's more like a low simmer of baking soda and water. And I'll put the mix for that right up here. And we're just going to boil it for about 30 seconds. Then I'm going to flip them over, boil the other side for about 30 seconds, and then we will top these after they have been boiled or almost boiled. And then we'll go ahead and bake them for about 12 minutes at 400 degrees. So here are the results of our pretzels. We have, these are the ones that have egg wash on them. These are the ones that were done in the baking soda and water boiled technique. So you'll notice these look very much like a traditional soft pretzel. And when you break them open, they look just like a traditional soft pretzel inside. So you have made pretzels. These are going to be softer on the outside, but look the same inside. So nice and soft. They are delicious, fresh out of the oven. That is the perfect time to eat them.
Can I eat mine?
You may each eat one, and then I need you to tell me what you think.
Yum. Yum. Don't forget to subscribe over here. Don't forget to subscribe over here. Bye-bye. See you next time. Bye-bye. See you next time.